Welcome to the Brother Speak podcast. This is Brother Speak. I am out. Well, actually, I'm at work. So I be at work. And I wanted to come on here and talk about this YouTuber that I had the pleasure of dealing with on a BMT panel. Shouts out to BMT. Um, yeah, his name was The Honest Truth. And he got on the panel talking about the body count. And, he talking about what a man supposed to be, a black man, that the black man is failing and and he was talking about black men failing, blah blah blah. You ain't a man if you don't have this, you can't take of a woman, you don't have a family, you ain't a real man. So, I go up there and be like, hey, whatever, that a man is someone that can do whatever he wants to do with no faking, no lying, no faking. So, and then it went into why white men rule the world. I'm like, and I told him, I said, well, white men wanted to. Oh, they wanted to do for their community. No, they wanted to do for themselves. That's what they wanted to do for themselves. They ain't for the community. Now, that community benefited, but if they wasn't with him, he kicked them to the curb. So, and then he went to protection. It's always that whole thing about other races of men protect their women and black men don't protect their women. And I'm like, dude, white men are not protecting white women like you think they are. They protect the image, but they don't protect the women like you think they are. Oh, that ain't true. You just a coon. You this, you an ignorant nigga. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, you have the white guy go on the panel is telling you this is not what it is. He still wouldn't believe it. He all in his feelings. Oh, you conquered. I'm like, I don't feel conquered. The white man run everything. And I'm like, and so? But I'm like, dude, you putting white men on a damn pedestal. Well, they run everything. They put themselves on a pedestal. I'm like, dude, that's what they're supposed to do. What are you talking about? You putting white men on the pedestal. That's what you doing. I don't do that. I put myself on a pedestal. And I mean, he just then the first thing he did against me personally, he t- calling me a Kevin Samuels fan. Oh, you listen to Kevin Samuels. I said, man, I don't listen to no damn Kevin Samuels. And I told him, like, the only time I even hear about Kevin Samuels, what other people are saying. I don't go to his channel. I don't care what he thinks. So you don't know me. So he that whole shaming thing. And then I told him, I'm like, look, you're using white man. It's funny y'all use white man as a tool to shame black men. But but at the same time, you supposed to be hating the white man. Wait a sec. So how make that make sense? You hate the white man, but you're gonna use him as the standard for what black men supposed to be? Where that makes sense at? I'm like, this is what these pro-blacks. I feel for the sisters' pain kind of shit that go on. I don't have no problem with black men wanting to protect black women. I don't have a problem with black men believing that black men should have a family and should do for the community. I don't agree with shaming somebody because they don't do that shit. And then try to use the white man as a fucking example. Using other races of men at, to using other races of men to shame black men into doing something. And you don't even understand what those men do to get their community straight. You know how many atrocities that these other races of men that you claim to say protect these women, they do the worst kind of shit to their women. I'm like, I mean, damn, you got white chicks getting beat up, raped, all kinds of stuff, and they don't get no protection. Yeah, I didn't even talk about the time I seen a white dude was up there accosting another white chick. White dudes were around. I didn't see them coming to her aid. I'm like, and the thing he up here, well, go hit a white chick and see what will happen to you. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? And see what will happen. Like I gotta prove something to you. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna go hit a woman, any woman, period, black, white, whatever. I'm not doing that. See what I'm like, dude. I've seen black guys hit a white chick. I ain't seen no white dudes coming out the what's it, coming out like Power Rangers. Seen video of that, and they didn't come out the woodworks coming like goddamn Power Rangers. Hell no. It depends on the woman. It depends on the area. Depends on the situation. But I'm telling you, as a whole, white men don't protect white women like you think they do. They really don't. Matter of fact, look, that whole Karen, the calling the cop thing, those white boys put a stop to that shit. This is getting out of hand. Because they were doing too much. White men don't protect white women like you think they do. I'm sorry. As much as you want to say, well, black men beat up their women, black men do this to black women, white women get it way worse. I'm sorry to break that to you. I know, because again, and I said it up there on the panel, if that was a thing, why is feminism a thing? These white women that you claim are protected, they are rebelling against their own men. Think about that, except they're trying to rebel against their own men. Do that sound like a group of women that feel protected? Man, get the fuck up out of here. And he tried to do this shaming tactic. Oh, you conquered. You conquered. I don't feel conquered. You feel conquered. Maybe you feel that way. I don't feel conquered. Oh, you. I'm like, dude, you putting white men on a pedestal. I don't put white men on a pedestal. I put myself on a pedestal. And I said, fuck them white boys. With a white boy right there. And the white guy didn't even take offense. He understood what I meant. But you, this honest truth, all in his fifis, and then he was dissing me all through the damn thing. Called me ignorant nigga, called me a coon, which I didn't hear. When I didn't even hear him say it until after the playback. Oh, I really would have let into this guy, this piece of shit. Calling dudes names, trying to shame dudes. That's what women do. And you got women in the chat like, oh, look at him go, man. Y'all don't. That's why a lot of black men don't take a lot of you black women seriously. You let goopballs, these goopballs trying to be pro-black, kiss ass to y'all, and we seen him kiss ass. I'm like, dude, this dude is a kiss ass. He's acting like a bitch. Up here sneak dissing dude. I didn't even. It'd be different if I called him out his name during that whole interaction with us. I didn't call him out his name. I just said, dude, you're wrong. I just killed the talking points. I disagree with him. I ain't call him out his name, but he calling me out my name. Call me a damn coon. Call me a ignorant nigga. Call me a Kevin Samuels fan. Now, now let me get this straight. This dude supposed to be a pro-black guy or whatever the fuck. But and when we was talking about, you know, how the women are teaching the women to be feminine, I'm thinking that one of the examples he would use like a Nicole Michelle. No, he picked a pink pill. Of all the fucking people you picked Crystal Carrison, who's teaching how to get white men, not black men, white men. Are you fucking kidding me? And you supposed to be this lover of black women? But you supposed to be this, act like this pro-black dude, but you advocating for a chick that who is the antithesis of a pro-black, and on top of that, got with, since you want to call dudes Dusties, she got with a white Dusty and had to build him up. So you're using that chick of all people teaching black women how to be feminine for white men. So what? So to get dusty white dudes? Man, this dude is a, oh my gosh. I'm like, man, black men got out of here. They out of here. And matter of fact, black people are out of here. I don't. You let his bitch ass dude up here doing some bitch shit. Dissing me. I ain't saying nothing negative about the guy. I just attacked the talking points, and this dude got triggered. Call me names. Oh yeah. So of course, yeah, I got pissed off because this dude's a piece of shit. He's a bitch ass nigga. All in his fifis. Oh, you black man, you black man. I'm like, oh my god, if you don't get the tampon out of your goddamn vagina, god damn, can you stop bleeding? Here, matter of fact, no, don't no, put it back in there. You're bleeding everywhere. Please stop. Y'all cooking. Y'all don't act like white men. Yeah. I'm like, dude, if you like white men so much, I'm like, goddamn. You say that you say these coons are stroking the dude's cock. Hell, y'all must be playing with the damn balls. I'll be so up the white man's ass. I got damn. You know what he ate for dinner, breakfast, and lunch. And you talking about the manosphere up in white women? Y'all up in white men, other races of men, over your own men. If they ain't stupid as fuck, I don't know what is. And you want to call me the coon? Call me the coon for what? Because I don't agree with what you're saying? Because I don't believe in protecting all black women? Is that's why I was called a coon? Because any black woman who don't support black people, I'm not protecting. I'm called a coon. All in is fees. And then you got black women supporting that shit. And I'm like, this is why we don't get anywhere. Because you got a lot of chicks who will support dudes doing bitch shit, but because they cheering them on and kissing their ass, yeah, yeah, that's a real black man. No, this dude's a bitch. He he couldn't handle the heat. He started insulting me. He started insulting the Red Pill Finance. I would say, yeah, he went after Hood Settler, but yeah, Hood Settler was getting on his ass. So I kind of that one, I can't really be saying nothing negative about him because Hood Settler dude bringing out the people. So, but I didn't say nothing negative about this guy at all. I ain't insult him or nothing. All I point out, I say, I know you feel this guilt due to slavery. I know you feel this guilt because some black bum did her dirty. I know you feel it. I get it. But shit, don't jump off the porch and tell white men the better. I mean, that's goofy. I'm like, that shit sound like Cynthia G and Crystalline Casson. That's their talking points. I'm like, that's like the antithesis of what you're trying to do. Well, it's the honest truth. No, that's you and your feelings, bro. The honest feelings, like a bitch. So stay in those feelings. I don't give a shit. I'm like, damn, all in your fees because somebody don't agree with you. You crying on the goddamn, calling everybody ignorant nigga and goddamn a coon. Because what? So because I don't agree with your statement, I'm a coon. Man, if you don't take your coon at somewhere, that's a real coon. That's a fucking real coon. You are so far up the white man's ass that you're so far up his ass is that to the point of you can't see a black man unless he act like a white man. And given all the atrocities that so many white dudes have done, you want black men to act like that? And again, about this protection. Hell, Trailer Hood is telling you they don't protect white women the way you think they do. BMT is telling you, and he's traveled the world telling you they don't protect white women like you think they do. I'm telling you they don't protect white women. You got two black men and one white dude is telling you that's not what's happening out here, and y'all refuse to believe it. I'm like, it's like, damn, what more do you have to see? I mean, okay, well, I mean, that's how you feel. I'll be like, look, if that's how you feel, go with the white man. I got in, I didn't get in an argument, but I got in a disagreement with Max about that. about some of these women with choosing they'd rather be under white supremacy than under the rule of a black man. He was like, yeah, we got to have him in the group. I'm like, hell no, we don't need him in the group. They're going to turn on your group. They've already gone. They don't want to be under black people. Why you want to bring them back? He like, no, you need them to hold us accountable. I don't need no fucking race traitor to hold me accountable. If she want to go with a white dude, go. Why are you over here bothering me? Why? Sound like this goofball. If you think white men are great, go over there. Tell your sister, tell your ex, go with a white man if you feel that strongly. Oh, we fucking conquered. Yeah, you fucking conquered. I ain't conquered. I don't put white men on a pedestal. I don't put no other man on a pedestal except me. Me, myself, and I. That's who I put on a fucking pedestal. I don't put no white man, Asian man, Latin man, no other man but me. That's what I do. That's what's black men's problem. They don't put themselves on a pedestal. They put everybody fucking else. White men, black women, white women, any other but them. That's what y'all do. That's why black men ain't respected. Because at the end of the day, white men put themselves on a fucking pedestal, even above their own fucking women. Black men don't do that. They'll put the black woman on a fucking pedestal instead of themselves. You put yourselves on a pedestal. That's where the problem comes in. You don't put yourself on a pedestal. Good morning, Sue Celeste. How you doing? I'm kind of roasting your friend, the honest truth. So apologize. But that's my thing, man. You want to put these white boys on a pedestal. I don't do that. I'm never going to do that. I'm going to put myself on a pedestal before anybody. And the people who roll with me, that's who I support. People that don't, fuck them. Y'all should have a healthy debate soon. Hey, I tried to have a healthy debate earlier. But he up there called me a coon, ignorant nigga, a Kevin Samuels fan. I can't, I can't have a healthy debate with someone like that. I mean, he's so far off the white man's ass. I can't. What are we gonna debate? We saying white men and black men to conquer. I mean, what conversation can we have? What we gonna talk about? Can't debate nothing like that. He already defeated. Can't I can't help that, dude. I'm like, man, when like I disagree with you and I'm a coon. Where we do that at? Disagree with you? I'm an ignorant nigga. What? Where? What? I'm like, and you got some of the women in the chat supporting that. I'm like, you can't support dudes who do that. Yeah, he did. Oh, you listen to Kevin Samuels. I'm like, what? Who? I'm like, no, I don't listen to Kevin Samuels. I don't know what he. I'm like, man, this dude don't even know me. He ain't even look at any of the videos I've done like 2 videos on Kevin Samuels, and it's not like like I was praising him. I'm like, why is people listening to this dude? But the honest truth, aka the honest feelings, because he and his fifis, he didn't see that. So I can't have a healthy debate. I mean, that dude's a bitch nigga. I can't debate bitch niggas. I'm sorry. Once you call me a coon, hey, that debate shit, we're done with that. He can stay right where he at. And every time I see him, all I'm gonna think, bitch ass nigga. That's all I'm gonna do. He's a bitch ass nigga. He up there sneak dishing like a bitch. And for somebody who didn't even, I ain't call him out his name during that whole interaction. I think people assume every guy in the manosphere. But that's the thing. I'm not even in the manosphere. Do I even say I'm part of the manosphere? I don't even say it. I listen to him, but I'm not part of the manosphere. I don't claim it. I, dude. I mean, do I share some of the talking points? Yeah, but I don't support them like that. Like, so I don't know why he thinking I'm part of the manosphere. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I do not support him. I don't watch him. I mean, other than long time ago, before all this stuff. But you're black and you're a man, so you get dragged into the algorithm. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Especially when I put Kevin Samuels in one of my titles. I probably got dragged into it. But he probably ain't listened to the video. He just, oh, you talking against black women. You must be a Kevin Samuels fan. Oh, you don't think white men protect all black white women. You must be a coon. Uh, I'm like, you must be an ignorant nigga. Oh, are you serious, dog? Man, luckily I didn't hear the coon part. I had to listen to the replay, to hear that one. So, Jesus Christ. Oh, by the way, what did you do to Trailer Hood? What did you do? I gotta listen to that conversation. That was funny. Oh man, that was funny. Like she been tainted. I'm like, damn, what did y'all talk about? I gotta, but yeah, to this dude, this I trolled him. Well, that'll do it. So you on that? You trolling people? Well, hey, shoot, some people need to be trolled. You know, this honest truth, aka the honest feelings, aka the honest bitch. Shoot, he need to be trolled. I'm like, fuck that guy. I'm like, look, every time I see him on the BMT panel, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna say nothing to him. I'm not even gonna interact. Yeah, I like Trailer Hood. I gotta get on the panel with him. I know he invited me, so I gotta get on with him. You know, kind of that whole thing with BMT want to have all these different races of men to come together and really talk about it because we got too many people assuming things. That that needs to happen because this just assuming that all white men protect all white women, that's gotta stop. That's really gotta stop. It really just depends on who it is. I mean, it's just that's what it is, and that whole you trying to compare black men to white men in order to shame black men, that gotta stop too. Because I'm like, wow. So let's see. People on YouTube taking them too serious. They need to be reminded to take a breather and laugh at themselves sometimes. Life is too short to be serious all the time. Yeah, I don't try to take myself that seriously. I'm like, it's YouTube. It's okay. Look, somebody's going to disagree. It's all right. It's okay. We don't agree. That don't mean you got to be calling people coon and shit. You don't have to be calling names. We disagree. It is what it is. No need to worry about it. But all these name calling, man, man, don't. Let's not. I'm like, I'm like, dude, that's bitch made stuff. I don't try to be doing stuff like that. Especially we're trying to have a conversation. I mean, we're trying to have a conversation. All of a sudden, I'm a coon and an ignorant nigga. Okay, so clearly we can't have this conversation. That's fine. Like I said, I ain't worried about that goofball. I mean, he's a goofball. He's a bitch ass nigga, and he thinks he's something he not. And here's the thing: these pro blacks, these yeah, don't agree with Nate. The ruins your argument in the debate. Yeah, that your debate, your argument goes out the window. Nobody cares about the argument no more. All they care, nobody cares about the debate. All they care about who can roast the most. That's what it is. Some of these guys who claim to be pro black, those guys you got to watch out for the most because that's the one they be lying to these women all the time. I mean that's on that these black men are bad and the black women is queen and all that kind of stuff. Man, you got to yeah, women got to be careful with them. You really got to be careful because those are the ones going to do you the most dirty. I know y'all think like the manosphere do you dirty, and some of them, yeah, they probably will. But these pro blacks, man, which I don't think they pro black, but they pretend to be. All of them that be trying to kiss these black women's ass, they're the ones that gonna leave you with the child quicker than anybody because they playing up to that. We know you're suffering. I know that last bum ass black dude did you dirty, but I'm not gonna do you dirty. I understand your pain. Go, black woman, go. You're strong and independent. Meanwhile, he's cheating on you with any other type of woman. They're the ones sucking up your money, beating your ass, all kinds of shit. And the thing is, you can tell they're doing some dumb shit, but because they agree with the black woman, yeah, you tell him. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's who you want to hang with. All right, what do you want me to do? I can't, I can't be with the, I can't be with the. I can't hang around these goofballs and y'all want to bring them around me? No, no. Keep them over there. Y'all go together. And matter of fact, y'all feel that strongly. You think that the white man's better. He did. He did. Let's see. He made some valid points, though. Uh, the manosphere has some points also. Both sides are right and wrong in some ways. Yeah, I mean, you know, when he first came on, some of the stuff I agree with. Some of the stuff I actually agree with. But, when but there's some things I don't, and I just let it be known. You know, I but that don't mean call me out my name. And certainly don't accuse me of being a Kevin Samuels fan. I mean, I've seen their fans. I've talked to a few of them. Holy shit. The uh, the obsession with this guy is insane. I mean, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. He be on D Darrell's panel. Well, I mean, he loves Kevin Samuels to death. And I'm like, he believes everything Kevin Samuels say. I mean, like literally, he said, well, Kevin Samuels said he worked with Michael Jai White. I said, well, did Michael Jai White say that he worked with Kevin Samuels? No. So how do you know he did or not? Well, Kevin Samuels is a man of integrity. I'm like, oh, I, I'm like, okay, I can't talk to this guy. And he's trying to compare me to that guy. I'm like, no. When I disagree with the man's I get called out my name and I'm accused of being a Cynthia G father. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. You're a black female, so yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, you feel my pain. You feel my. I'm like, hell, I've been accused of being manosphere. I've been accused of being an SYSBM. I'm like, I like SYSBM. How? I've been accused of being gay. I'm like, what? Uh, I'm like, how? Why? How? Like, what? What? I'm like, okay. Oh my god! No, I'm like, this dude is the first guy who's called me a coon, and I'm like, damn, I'm a how? I'm like, I don't, I don't be supporting white people. Um, I don't like trash black men and black women. I point out the stupid talking points of both sides, but other than that, that's it. I'm not wishing death on black folks. I don't want them poor and well, some of them need to go. It's like we can't have our own individual viewpoints anymore. You have to be belong to someone YouTube tribe. Yes, yes. And this ain't the first time I've had that problem with Man Tomorrow and D Darrell. D Darrell had a thing about if I remember correctly, it was uh he was saying the SYSBM was like Billy Porter or something like that. And I was there. And, I like D Darrell, I like MOT. I like both of them. I listen to both viewpoints. Some I agree with, some I don't. And so I was over there. He did his stream on SYSBM, being like Billy Porter. I thought he said Billy Porter was a SYSBM. And I'm like, well, I said, well, he practices something. That I took it as a joke because I didn't take it seriously. But then, um, I went over to MOT, and he giving me the third degree. Like, wait a minute, why you didn't defend SYSBM? I'm like, defended against what? I didn't take the shit seriously. It was goofy. Why would I take it seriously? No, you got to pick a side. I'm like, what are you, my dad? I'm like, huh? And then they really went in on Dita Rail, and I had to say, I had to get off that panel because I'm like, okay, y'all going in just clowning the dude. I'm getting off the panel. Just not. But yeah, that's what they do. If you're not totally with the group and you have some different opinions, they want to make you like you gotta choose a side. I'm like, I ain't choosing nobody's side. I choose mine. It's my side. I don't put, like I said, I don't put nobody on a pedestal. I don't put white men on a pedestal, no black man, no Asian man, no Latin man. I don't put nobody on a pedestal but me. That's it. Nobody else. I don't put nobody else on the damn pedestal. That's why when I hear that whole conquered thing, black men are conquered, I'm like, yeah, you can say you can be conquered. If you feel that way, that's you. I don't. That's how the divested community extremists did me. They told me I was a traitor because I watched them in the manosphere. Oh yeah, it's like pick a side. No, I don't pick a side. I listen to everybody. It's just that's just what it is. You listen to everybody. That's why I consider myself a neutral. If I pick a pill, I'll pick black pill because I'm not. I don't. I see how the world is and just accept that that's what it is, and just live my life. That's all I do. I don't. I don't care about. Well, I take that back. I do care about the good people in the black community, the good men and the good women. That's like say you can't watch. Yeah, I'm like you got to pick Netflix. I like Hulu. I like both. I like Amazon Prime, Netflix, YouTube, all them. I watch everything. I ain't got to pick one. It's like, oh, you can't listen to mainstream. Like, excuse me, unless you paying me, unless you actually paying me some money, and no, like it's like some of these people be like, you punny. I mean, that's it. That's how you gotta be. Black pill. You accept human nature what it is. I accept women are going to pick who they're most attracted to. That's it. And I accept guys are going to do crazy stuff. I accept that the one that's going to betray me the quickest is going to be my own people. I accept that. I accept that white people are going to be racist. It's just the way it is. It's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Now, what you do is protect yourself. That's what you should do. Protect yourself. That's it. Protect yourself. Make sure you do stuff that's benefit to you. That's it. And don't put nobody else on a pedestal but you. I don't go with the black man surprise or black woman surprise. No, I'm the prize. I'm a prize. And I treat myself accordingly. I don't look to the white man to how to act. I don't look to the Asian man on how to act. I don't look to a Latin man how to act. That's not what I do. And for a group who's supposedly supposed to be this he supposed to be pro black or something, I guess, to be so far up a white man's ass, man, that's a problem. That's a problem with some of our black people. Black men especially. They don't know what they want to be. They hate the white man, but they want to be the white man so bad. Come on, man. That don't even make sense. I don't want to be white man. I want to be me. M-E. That's it. Like instead of want to be the yeah, but yeah, people on YouTube give black people a black bad rap. I think once I came into realization of it, and I let go of a lot of expectation and became a happier person. Exactly. A lot of these people be stressed out. They be so stressed out of because of what the manosphere say. They every day like manosphere. They said this about black women. They said that. I'm like, and are you gonna stop it? Can you stop them? I'm like, okay, what they affecting the youth? I'm like, no more than society. I'm like, all these like they talking about these recent attacks on black women. I'm like, that been happening. That's nothing new. Now that trying to bite the chick's eye out, that was weird. I thought that was a white person thing, but just attacks on black women, period. That's nothing new. The children getting harmed, that's nothing new. None of this new. It's just that now y'all starting to care. That's that's my thing. Now you care. Now you worry about black women's safety because the news media picking these different stories, and now white black women are scared. Yeah, if I see on the news every fucking day that some black dude is killing his family, killing his women, yeah, I would be scared too. But this has been happening. They're using them by faces and yeah, unless they're on some type of drug. Yeah, hold on a second. They're highlighting crime on to keep people on. Yeah, it's an agenda. Well, and a lot of people don't see it. It's like, think about it. That whole thing with the Biden thing, you saw black people coming together with the police brutality, black people coming together, and then all of a sudden, all these attacks on black women coming about. All this emphasis on it, especially that one in Harlem. I mean, it's like that's what they're doing. They're trying to show black people in a bad light because look what happened at the Capitol. That made white people look real bad. Real bad. So they had to put something else out there to make black people look bad. And so there you go. And people are taking off with it. And I'm like, this been happening. Like people got killed over shoveling snow. Wow, that was a new one. But that's the thing. It's like this stuff been happening to black women. It's nothing new. None of it's new. It's just that it's just that now there's more focus on it, and but again, it's everybody they highlight attacks on Asians. Yeah, and here's the cold part. A lot of blacks voted for Biden, but when this attack on this black woman happened, you didn't see no you didn't see no Biden with no executive order, but when the Asians was getting attacked, oh, he got an executive order to deal with it. That should show you what they think of y'all. I'm like, and it should be like, look, you got to handle your own problems, and you can't be looking to white men as your standing as your help. No, you should be looking to yourself. I'm like, you talking about we should be like the white men? Why don't you look for black men in history and highlight them? Hey, black man, this is how you should be like this black guy who was doing stuff not only for himself but the community. Highlight that. No, what we gonna highlight? The white man, the Asian man, the Latin man. I'm like, Jesus Christ. China owned them Democrats and Israel owned the Republic. Yeah, I know China got them by the balls. I know that. I ain't know about Israel, but I know China got them by the balls, by Democrats by the balls. Especially when you putting out an executive order against the treatment of Asians, you know some, you know, China got the Democrats by the balls. Biden's gonna scratch. Oh, I didn't even know that he's scratching. Trump was scratching in Israel back. I thought he was doing more for the Russians, but yeah, you more on the political side than I am. I'm just, I am a novice on political stuff, but shit, that's what I'm like, man. You can't be on the white man's ass and just be and just using it to shame black men. That's not gonna work because a lot of these dudes ain't gonna hear it anyway. They ain't trying to hear that stuff. They ain't trying to hear that defeatist attitude. With you conquered. You conquered. Nobody want to hear that shit. I remember there was a panel a long time ago. I remember I was on, and the Prophet of Thought was on it, and he was talking about his business, talking about that his marriage, his kids. You know, he got his business. Everybody's coming to him. The stuff that even white men can't fix, they come to him to fix it. You know what? Some chick went, like two chicks. One of them was Cynthia G. She called. She said, "Oh, well, you still conquered." And he's like, what are you talking about? I don't I don't feel conquered. I got my business. My family is in order. No problems with the children. My wife and everything. How am I conquered? Now you conquered. Well, you got to go to that white man to sign the contract. I'm like, yeah, you in a country. It don't matter what country you in. You're gonna have to go to whoever's in charge of that country for contracts or whatever it is. That's not just a white man thing. That's any country. If you go to China, it's the same thing. What's the difference? but yeah, you conquered and you don't think it. I'm like, the man's telling you he don't feel conquered. What is the difference? What is this? So you just, it's like some of these black chicks, they just not happy. They want the black man to be depressed. They not happy with the black man. Just, hey man, this black man is achieving something, but you gotta put him down. Like for what? What was the point of that? I ain't get it. Just clowning him for no reason. Saying he conquered and stuff for what? What was the point? It's just like what that honest truth try to do. Clowning dudes for no reason. What was he trying to? Maybe you can help me, Sue Celeste. What is it? I don't know. Have you been to that guy's channel? Maybe you know him more than I do. Cause I don't know the guy. I just think what he did to me on that panel was a bitch move. But maybe you know him more than I do. Maybe you know. But shit, man, I don't. That's but that's it. That's it. You know, it's just like you want to down. Technically, we conquered though because we're living in a European country. I think that's a rebuttal to when black men tried to down black women though. I I I kind of I kind of understand that to an extent, but just to keep repeating it and just trying to down black men, that's what I don't agree with when black men try to down black women. Well, what, uh, conquered. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to be technical, yeah, I kind of agree with that, but to to tell me that I'm conquered and I should be like a white dude, I'm like eh, that's when I get irritated. I'm like, okay, bro, you feel conquered, that's you. If you wanna, that's how you feel, hey. But I don't feel conquered. Not trying to be. And even if it is, I'm still gonna live my life how I see fit. You know, I don't see people walking around talking about how black people are conquered unless we're talking about history. Yeah, well, but that what happened on that, we weren't talking about like history. I mean, that was just talking about the white dude. I'm like, but you still putting that white dude on the pedestal. I don't do that. I don't just I just don't. They're people. Go talk to them. Whatever. Welcome. Whatever they do what they do. Who cares? How y'all even get on that? I still, you know what? I'm still trying to figure out how we got on the subject because at first we were talking about what real men do, and then that's when he brought up white men, and he was asking me, well, how did white men? Why did white men conquer the world? And so I'm like, okay, we're change. I said, well, they did it for themselves. No, they did it for their community. I said, no, they did it for themselves. They didn't. Oh, it was about the women, I think. And then he was saying that white men were doing it for white women, and I'm like, no, they did it for themselves. The women just benefited, and so that's when that back and forth went. Then it went to protection, and I'm like, okay, oh, white men don't protect white women like you think they do. I'm like, then he was like, I bet you won't punch a white woman in the face. Like, why would I go to some random white woman and just punch her in the face? I wouldn't even go to a random black woman and punch him in the face. Like, why? Why would I do any of this? I'm like, I'm like, okay, like really? I bet you won't punch him in the face. I'm like, well, why would I even do that? Yeah, like, why would I even do any of that? Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna punch a white woman in the face just to prove that point. Now, no, because that would, if you punch a black woman in the face and she goes call the cops, guess what? You're going to jail. If I punch an Asian woman in the face, I'm going to jail. Either way, I'm going to jail. Well, and I guess he's saying that if you punch a you go hit a white woman, white men just gonna fly out the sky. They're gonna show up like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm like, no, that's not what that is. They really don't. They don't even do that for their men. That's why the laws are where they are. Like, no, calm down, bro. That's not what it is. And he had the white guy telling him that, but he don't want to believe it. And I'm like, okay, well, we can't have this conversation. He ain't trying to hear me. He ain't trying to hear it. So fuck it, man. I just write him off. Then he calling me names. I'm like, okay, well, this is a bitch ass dude, so it is what it is. So yeah, it just I hate guys like that. I really do. I just hate those guys because it's like, let's see, white man wouldn't mob a black man for punching a white woman in the face. Depends on the white woman. Now, she the known whore. They just use that as an excuse. Just remember Rosewood. That woman lied. They knew that woman would lie, but they used that as an excuse to go burn down Rosewood. They use it as an excuse. And now they holding their own white women out to black men for profit. So it's like you gotta. I don't look at just one side. I look at everything, and it's like they will use them. They protect. I will say this though: they protect the image. They don't protect them specifically, but they protect that image. And they're not even doing that well because the white women are complaining about them. So it's like, uh, it's not that cut and dry. But I hear you about the Emmett Till and yeah, but like I said, they use that as an excuse. You know, so it is what it is, man. And I'm not saying that they there's some white men that won't. I'm just saying it's not like that cut and dry. It's just depends on the woman, depends on the situation, depends on what benefit it will have for them. Because hell, I mean, they was a lot of these white women were saying Bill Cosby raped them. But if you go back, they were all at the Bunny Ranch, hosted by a white guy, letting letting Bill Cosby have all hit the white women he wanted. You know that's not. I'm like, you're trying to keep black men away. Have you been up all night? Are you up? Oh, no, I've been up all night. I'm at work actually, but I just thought I'd do this live stream while I'm busy working. Yeah, I'm night shift, so I'm used to being up all night. So, well, yeah, I had to talk about that goofball and just that whole notion that you want to use white men as an example, but they're one of the worst people. You're supposed to be hating the white man, but you want to use an example. I find it strange that Hugh Hefner just so happened to pass around the time of Cosby trial. Well, hmm, you know what? That is interesting. He did pass around. I guess he said, "Well, time to check out now." They were trying. He would have been a key. Can you imagine if they would have took Hugh Hefner, especially how old he was at the time, trying to put him on trial? Cosby called him as a key witness. Oh, that would have been a circus. That would have been a circus. Holy shit. Ah, man. That would have been funny. I would have actually watched the trial just to see that one. Oh, Hugh Hefner gonna be there? Oh man, I gotta watch this. I gotta see the the shit happen. Oh, that would and you know what would happen? That would have been a black eye on a lot of white guys. Because they're like, wait a second. So the 60s and the 70s, you let Bill Cosby have all these white women. And y'all didn't hang him. Y'all didn't do nothing to him. And the only time y'all even did anything is because he was trying to buy NBC. And then you try to put him in jail when he old. I'm like, wow. these, these white these white men don't care about their women like that. I'm like, giving all kinds of unnecessary details. Oh yeah. And you know he was senile. All kind of shit was been asked. Oh god damn, that would have been a show. Oh, poor Bill. I feel bad for Bill Cosby because he got railroaded, man. That was fucked up. Got railroaded. Took a lot of his sponsorship, a lot of the money that not only Bill but the people that was on the Cosby Show was eating off uh, the Bill Cosby Show being on Nick at Night. That got cut. Now I think the Bill Cosby Show is still. I think they showed on Bounce. If I'm not mistaken. But you know that royalties got cut. So there were a whole bunch of people that were eating off of him still, and their money got cut. And all these people turned on because he had that pound cake speech. And I'm like, if you knew about all the stuff that Bill Cosby did for black people, yeah, I can see why he was kind of upset with what they were doing. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, y'all didn't just affect. They didn't affect just Bill. Everybody else who were eating off of Bill, they got their money cut. That's why I said, man, yeah, they don't care who he committed adultery with white women. I thought they turned on him because he no, that wasn't why. That pound cake speech he made when he was going in on black folks about the way they were dressing and stuff. That's when they really turned on him. And then so when they saw all this stuff, yeah, that's when they really just like they threw Bill Cosby away. Yeah, but man, it was sad how they did Bill. Just it's just sad, and everybody turned on. And then they're like, when he got railroaded, and they knew he got railroaded. Then now all of a sudden, man, we feel sorry for Bill. Where was this feeling earlier? We like, man, that dude's a rapist. I'm like, he wasn't a rapist. Oh, all right, back again. But no, that's what the main thing would turn black people away from Bill wasn't even the white women, because really, I don't think anybody really knew about that until the trial. Before the trial, that's when all these white women came out of nowhere, and then it's just like, huh, you was sleeping out with the white folks? I never believed he forced any women to do anything they didn't want to do. Exactly. I'm like, when you actually hear what was said, it's like Bill didn't rape these women. I'm like, yeah, I got. Well, I didn't get into family. I got into it with a white dude about it. Oh, Bill's a rapist. I'm like, no, Bill's not a rapist. No, that's not. All of them were lying. A lot of them were lying. And the one he could. The only thing I got mad at Bill, like, why'd you sleep with that chick? That chick looked like a dude. Like, damn, that's who they try to convict you. They convict you on sleeping with that chick. I'm like, that's like a double slap in the face. They railroaded you, and then they convict you on the ugliest woman that you seen, ugliest chick I ever seen. Look straight up like a dude. Even when she was younger, she didn't look that pretty. I'm like, come on, Bill. She looked like straight up. I know. I'm like, damn. They convict you for sleeping with that? Ah, that was like that was like a double slap in the face, man. That was cold, man. They didn't have to do him like that. Could have been no other pretty women out here. Like, man, I mean, any other white woman, any other woman look nicer, that look like a woman, anyone, just damn. I'm like, man, that was just fucked up, man. I felt I felt bad for Bill after that too. It's like, wow, dang, they convicted you for sleeping with that. And then I was like, Bill, you slept with that? Wow, Bill, no. I'm like, nah, Bill, you can't go out like this. So that's what they did. Poor Bill. Oh, God dang it, that's just fucked up. But that's and then look what happened to her. You don't hear nothing about that chick anymore. Nothing. They ain't put her up nowhere. They ain't say, man, yeah, in honor of whatever her name is. Whoop. After they put Bill away, you never heard about this chick again. I even forgot her name. Like, what was her name? I forgot it. Yeah. It's just like they used them. The fact that some of the women got caught lying. Yeah, it just shows you they didn't care. They were out to get Bill no matter what, and they did. And black people were so gullible, they just allow that shit to happen. Just allow it to happen. And it's like, man, it's like that's why I say, man, that's why I'm not on that. Her name was Brad. Might as well be. Might as well have been her name Brad. Like, damn, Brad. I'm like, ah, god, dang it. Just look at them. It was rough, man. I'm like, wow. Say it ain't so, Bill. Say it ain't so. But yeah, they fucked poor Bill Cosby over. But that and black people just allowed it to happen. Nobody came and helped them. Nobody said anything. I think the only ones that didn't turn on him was Keisha, the one that played Rudy, the one that played Rudy, Keisha Plum. I think that's how I say her name. She never turned on Bill, even when she was in an interview with Amber Rose, and she was trying to get her to talk bad about Bill. She would not do it. He just would. She would not do it. He had to been on substance to screw that. Well, he was taking Quaaludes, so whatever the fuck that was. So I think black people are scared to fight for. Exactly, they are scared. They don't know how to put differences aside and just be like, look, I know this dude on some. There's some views I don't like, but look, he's about to get railroaded. We can't allow that to happen. Can't allow that to happen. Especially all the good that he did. No, you can't. We can't allow that shit to happen. But they scared. They be scared. They so scared that they rather be white. They would rather be white, and then shame other guys who ain't on that we conquered crap. Oh, you conquered. You should be you should be shamed that you conquered. I'm like, dude, I don't feel conquered. No, I'm not. I'm not. I ain't conquered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you. I mean, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That and maybe technically it's true, but I don't feel it, and I'm not gonna live my life doing that. And I'm going to support black people. I'm not gonna just sit there and trash a dude who getting railroaded. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I, but black people, that's what they do. They turn on their own. I'm like they are, and the funny thing is that they won't turn on their own until white folks turn on them. Then they gonna turn on them. Like the hell. I'm like, man, they won't fight. Like what happened with Snoop Dogg? Now I didn't agree with how he did it against Gail King. I didn't agree with how he did it, but I understand the sentiment because she was trying to diss Kobe just after his death. But as soon as that other chick came in, that Susan Rice, um, everybody ran. Like, oh, he on his own. Like, what? Like, video? That was the first time I got mad at social media. It- yeah, I can see why. But shit, that's social media. They will they will they will praise you for doing something, and then the next minute they will turn on you in a heartbeat because it's not popular. It's not something that it'll make you look bad. I'm like, man, I don't care what it makes me look bad. I don't know these people. It's like I'm not gonna bury somebody just because the media do it. I'm a read. I'm a look, and then I make my assessment. I ain't quick to jump on the emotional train. This is something just blatant. Yeah, hold on a second. All right. Yeah, I bet you you've been more mad at social media since. I don't blame you. Like, man, social media can get you pissed off, and it's just like it's just that the thing about social media is it's like the hypocrisy of it is just that what gets me. It's like so many people are so hypocritical that it just be like, man, yeah, I support fuckery on some level for some people, but other people you don't tolerate none of it. And especially with black people, we'll tolerate a lot of shit off of non-blacks a lot, but your own black people, you want to cut them off? I'm like, wow, that's what we do now. But you want them to support you. Okay, I got you. I got you. It's just like I see like some black. Man, I see some black chicks talking about the whole thing with Michael B. Jordan. They like they want they want black celebrities, black male celebrities to be dating black women, supporting black women, but their own boyfriends don't even support black people. Just not at all. I'm like, wow. Social media highlights the idiots of our society. Yeah, they do. It gave these morons a voice. And it's like, why? I'd be like, man, they should never gave these dudes YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Man, should never gave y'all this stuff. 'Cause y'all just keep you lower the bar of intelligence, and you be like, man, it can't get no lower. Nope. It just keep getting lower. It's like, oh, well, just let him be. Just let it be. Hey, man, I can't. I can't do it. Man, it's crazy, man. We got so many, and it's like it bars below sea level. Yep, surely is. Like at this juncture, it's just like, man, can it? It can't go no lower. It just keep going. How low can? It's like how low can you go? It's like, dude, you can't go no lower. Nope, we gotta go lower. Like, wow, okay. I just I just let you do you. I'm like, okay. Oh, but man, it's crazy. Social media is just it's out there in YouTube, man. It makes you like, where do these people come from? Y'all can't be sane, right? You can't be sane, right? I'm like, I know you look like you're human. I know you have a brain, but you not talking like you have a brain. You on some dumb shit. I'm like, no. It's like at this point, I'm like, I be in support of, yeah. You need an IQ test in order to come on this stream. Then we need a psychological reading to see if you really okay to be on social media. Yeah, because yeah, we seen your past antics, and I don't think you could be on Twitter. Nah, you on some dumb shit right now. We can't have you on there. You gotta. Nah, we need you to go to counseling first. But yeah, Jesus Christ, just the bar so damn low. I you know, but like they say, don't weep for the stupid. You'll be crying forever. Yeah, but yeah, let me end this because I'm about to get off. So thank you, Sue Celeste. When it comes to voting, people should has an IQ test before they're allowed to vote. Yeah, they probably do. They definitely do need it because man, when they voted Biden in, I'm like, after all that he said about black folks, and you still voted this dude in. Oh man, I'm like, well, at this juncture, like at this juncture, that's it. We out of there. But anyway, let me go. Thank you, Sue Celeste, for coming. I appreciate it. Appreciate the conversation. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So to everybody else listening in the cloud, to the honest truth, if you're listening to this, use a bitch ass nigga who got your face up the white man's ass. Please get your head out of his ass. Come back to reality. Get off the white man's nuts. Get off the black women's tit. Come back to reality, okay? That's all I need you to do. And stop calling me a cat. Don't call me some goddamn coon. God damn it. All right. Y'all have a good one.